Well, I think Kevin Fogarty was one of my first coaches. He was the head coach of BBD when I started, and he he's definitely a no nonsense kind of guy, but when you get to know him, he's very much has a great sense of humor and a fun guy to be around. But when it's time to work, he's the one that really started to first instill a work ethic in me. And then from there, Pat Deegan. Pat Deegan was my coach. We had a couple of his brothers as well, Matt Deegan and Pat Deegan, and James Deegan. They were a family of swimmers that ended up going into coaching. I think I had all three of them be my coach at one point, but mostly it was Pat. And he was a great coach in that he knew how to communicate to you while you were in the pool swimming, which was just phenomenal. I mean, it's one thing for a coach to kind of wave his hand, faster, 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 but he was really good with like a 200 freestyle, letting you know what pace you were on. We would kind of plan out. I would breathe towards his direction. I knew what side of the pool he would be on, and I just had to look at him once per lap. And he had these signals that we didn't even really work out beforehand. He just would do them. He put his hands up like this. I don't know. It was, you kind of had to be there in the moment to really kind of get some of it. But it was a way that he was able to communicate with his swimmers. And he did it with a lot of other people too, that kind of would either tell you, you're right on time, keep it up, you got to go faster, or you're so far ahead of the pace we thought you'd be at, just go. And it was, he was a really fun coach. I liked him a lot. A really reserved kind of guy. But yeah, so the Deegan brothers, Kevin Fogarty, and then Carl Hodson. He was a coach later on, that just really, really did a lot for me. He was very much more of a mentor and a coach. The guy's a very smart guy in and outside of the swimming pool.
That's awesome. I mean, there's a lot of swimmers that I've spoken with who might name one or two people that really touched, maybe had significant access to them as coaches. It seems like you had a number of people that not only coached you but made a big impact. Great.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely, made an impact on me. I went back and after college, I coached a summer league for a few years, and really enjoyed it. And it's been fun having some of those swimmers reach out to me and just describe their experiences with me and how great of a time they had and how I've impacted their lives, and now that they're coaching. I still do quite a bit of coaching, sometimes with my kids' sports teams, and it's something that I don't think I could have learned unless I would have seen it, unless I would have been there in that environment and seen how some really great coaches react to success, how they react to mediocrity and failure even, because everyone goes through those, and all of them had one thing that was definitely in common with that, is that it was pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and get back out there. And, that mentality of never giving up, I think, has been another pillar of what, I've tried to, build a lot of my life on, even, later on after swimming, was just never give up. No matter how hard it is, no matter how much it hurts, no matter how much you want to, just never, ever give up. It's something that I try and instill into my kids. I tell them all the time. They're probably going to, make fun of me when I'm older about it. But it has been, I'd say, one of the main reasons why I did enjoy some success as a swimmer, was that I just never gave up.